Hi, how you doing? Matt Watson here from Carwow, and welcome to this drag race video where I'm going to be putting a Volkswagen Golf GTI, the brand new Mark 8, up against a Ford Focus ST and the brand new Skoda Octavia vRS to see which of these front-wheel drive hot hatches is the quickest over a standing quarter mile. So let me tell you about this Golf. It has a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine with 245 horsepower and 370 Newton meters of torque. You can get a manual version, but this is the 7-speed dual clutch automatic, which means it's got launch control. So this Golf, it weighs in at 1,463 kilos and it'll set you back just under £35,000. Now that Ford Focus ST, it has a 2.3 litre turbocharged petrol engine with 280 horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. You can also get that as a manual, but that one is the automatic and it's got a 7-speed auto which drives the front wheels, but unlike the one in this car, it's an old-fashioned torque converter auto and it doesn't have launch control, though bizarrely the manual version of the ST does have launch control, which is the wrong way round. Now that car, it weighs in at 1,534 kilos, so it's the heaviest car here. In terms of pricing, it's bang on with this Golf actually, just under £35,000. Which would you have actually? Let me know in the comments below. Or would you rather have the next car? Let me know about that as well. It is the Skoda Octavia, so it's got the same powertrain as this car. We're talking 2-litre, 4-cylinder turbo petrol, 245 horsepower, 370 Newton meters of torque, 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox with launch control, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all before, Matthew. Poor editing, guys, having to put in the graphics. It's a bit heavier than this Golf, but then it would be because it's quite a large car, though it's lighter than that Focus. Weighs in at 1,520 kilos. Cheapest car here as well, £31,500. Now, before we get into the race, I just want to show you my t-shirt. Drag King. I am the Drag King. You can be the Drag King too. If you click on the pop-out banner up there, you can check out our merchandise. There's lots of different t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and all that kind of stuff with various Carwow branding. Go to that. Also, why don't you follow me on my own personal YouTube channel, Matt Watson Cars. I've put a pinned comment below the video. If you click on that, you can check out my channel and follow me there. I'll be reviewing my own personal cars and I'm going to be adding a new car to that collection soon, so go sign up and follow me there. I'd really, really appreciate it. Right, let's get on with this front wheel drive hot hatch drag race.
Buying a new car? Then head to Carwow and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. Carwow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
Now before we get into this race, let's do the obligatory sound check. Cars are in sports mode. We've got sports exhausts, apparently. Let's rev them up, see what they're like. And our classic VW Group soft limiter. Can't rev it past 4,000. Sounds like I'm drilling. Got builders next to me at home. Get that throughout the day. Let's see if the Ford can do any better. It's popping. Well, that's 1-0 to the Ford so far. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the Skoda. No, I think the Skoda's going to sound the same as this Golf. Go on, let's hear your Skoda. Or is it Skoda? Skoda, Skoda. Can you hear anything? Let's just do this. Let's just get on with the race. It's pointless. That's one win for the Ford, definitely. We don't even need to debate it in the comments. That's a win for the Ford on the sound check.
3, 2, 1.
Put your power down, bumhole. Come on! It was so neck and neck with me and the Ford. What was the Skoda doing? Come on! Is that Skoda going to pass that Ford? I don't know. This GTI smashed the field. That was a bit tricky off the line for everybody. Me and you, Focus, were neck and neck, but then this just hooked up and I left you.
Yeah, that was really close at the start, but you had the legs in the end. But really close race between the Focus and the Octavia in the end.
So which one, the Skoda or the Ford? Tell me Skoda.
Well, I got off the line really well, but this thing just had a little nap between first and second gear, and I really dropped back. And I was reeling in the Ford at the end, but I think he just put me to the line.
Right, I'll give him another go. Good luck.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. bit of a struggle off the line. That Ford just rockets ahead. Come on. And now I'm coming past. Less power, but actually more power in the real world. And the Skoda as well. That is another victory for the GTI. Oh dear, looks like the Ford got beat for sure.
If this thing could put its power down and it had a launch control, then I feel like it would be good, but it doesn't and it can't.
So your gear change from first to second was better this time, Skoda, right?
Yeah, it was great that time. I felt like I was almost keeping up with you to begin with, but then I couldn't hold on.
Do you know why that is? It's because Volkswagen Group would never allow an Octavia vRS to beat a Golf GTI. They just wouldn't. The ECUs are probably talking to each other, and the ECU in this is probably telling that one in the Skoda to back the off. But in German. Back the off! Yeah!
So then, what exactly happened? Well, the Volkswagen completed the standing quarter mile in 14.1 seconds. The Skoda took 14.3 seconds, and the Ford finished last with a time of 14.6 seconds.
Okay, now we're going to have a rolling race. This time we're going to put the cars into automatic mode for their gearboxes, and they're in normal or comfort driving mode, as if you're just chilling out. We're going to do a rolling race from 50 miles an hour. And we'll see if that Ford is actually faster than these two VW Group cars when the launch is taken out of the equation. See if your excuses are valid. Let's do it. Cruising along, 50 miles an hour. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. God, this took forever to kick down. Absolutely forever. Comfort really is comfort in this. I'm pulling that Ford back in. Hold on, Ford. I want to come past you before you brake. Oh, you chicken shit. There's loads of room there. This took forever to kick down. The Ford seemed okay, and so did the Skoda. So Ford, how was yours?
Took off like a rocket, had a little battle with the Octavia, but it did start to come through. I saw more birds on the runway, and I chickened it.
Ha 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 ha. I was going to come past you then.
We'll never know.
We will know, I was coming past. Anyway, I think the Skoda won that one.
Yeah, I guess the ECUs just weren't on the same frequency that time. I couldn't keep up with the Ford at first, but then had no trouble pulling past.
I think someone at Skoda is going to be in a lot of trouble, aren't they? Someone who's like programmed the gearbox and made it quicker responding than the one in the Golf, even though they're the same gearbox. Oh dear. I want to see what happens when we take the response time from the gearbox out of the equation. So we're going to do the same thing again, rolling race, 50 miles an hour, but this time the gearboxes will be in manual mode, starting in third gear, and we're going to have the cars in their sportiest setting. Let's do this, let's see what happens. Here we go, I'll count it in, get level. 3, 2, 1, go. That's better, that's better. Now, I don't actually have to change it manually because it'll do it itself. There we go. The ECUs are in sync now. Easy peasy. Took the gearboxes out of the equation. This is the quickest car without a shadow of a doubt. And that Ford, I'm afraid, slowest.
My theory was incorrect.
His theory was definitely incorrect. The way this works out is that 245 Volkswagen Group horsepowers are worth more than 280 Ford horsepowers. It's a fact, innit? Finally then, it's brake test time. Let's do this brake test, see what happens. Full emergency stop from 70 miles an hour when we reach the white line. Oh no, I need to stop. Here's a white line. What's going to happen? No. I always lose the brake test. I think everyone besides me brakes early. It's not that I'm braking too late. Skoda won that. I have nothing more to say on the matter. 2 wins for the Skoda, 2 wins for the GTI, nil point for the Ford. Oh well, sorry Ford fanboys. Your car isn't so good at this challenges. But on a twisty road, yeah, it's definitely more fun to drive, more adjustable than this Golf, though this is actually a better car. Also, why don't you follow me on Instagram, Matt Watson Cars? I do lots of behind the scenes stuff, things about my personal life with cars. Not just my personal life, it's boring. So go follow me there, I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.